Alright, Shalom, Shalom. This is Brother Issachar coming back at you for another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. Alright, in today's lesson, we're going to go into how Esau, alright, in Babylon is finished. Okay? Alright, the so-called white man, who are the biblical Edomites, okay, their time is up. They only have a small little window left, small time frame left. So we're going to start off in today's lesson, Isaiah 47, verse 1 on down. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, so we'll stop right there. Come down and sit in the dust. Okay, because right here the Lord's telling us through his prophet Isaiah, okay, come down and sit in the dust. Because, the Lord is about to take this man, these Edomites, okay, starting with the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Oppenheimers, alright, all these strongholds of this world, okay, the heathens, but the main ruler is the Edomites, okay. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. So why is this, what does this guy do anything? Virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, so virgin daughter of Babylon means because America has never been invaded by a foreign troop. So you can understand. Okay, America, they had their civil war, all right, but they never had a foreign troop invade America. So this is a virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, because she's, America is about to get touched. All right, there's a lot of sleeper cells here. Okay, a lot of spies, a lot of teams. Okay, something that you have to understand is that, America is the #1 military in the world, right? Okay, right now they go around the world, doing whatever they want, right? So when these sleeper cells, when they there's already sleeper cells here, okay, but when Russia, China, and Iran, when they invade this place, okay, America, they're going to use their top soldiers. Okay, this is something that you must understand. They're going to use their top soldiers, all right, because America is a very powerful military, so you can understand. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. So right here, sit on the ground, okay, sit on the ground, because you have King Charles, all right, that clown, all right, you have Trump and these Edomites, and hey, these there's no throne. Okay, this planet belongs to the Israelites. Okay, and the Lord is going to bring down our enemies, so you can understand. Okay, the Lord is going to bring down our enemies. All right, starting with the so-called white man, the Edomites. All right, and the heathens. All right, so sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Right. Okay, because right here in America, look at America compared to these third world countries. Okay, so right here, America has been living, lavishly. Okay, everything that America, everything here, you can Go get food 24 hours. You know, there's ice cream, tacos, you know, burgers, you know, 24 hours, coffee, donuts, right? See, so, you know, America has been living good this whole time. All right, remember how America got, you know, established by rape, robbery, and murder. It's something that you have to understand. Okay, this is something that you got to understand, because the so-called white man, they stole this land, all right, from our brothers and sisters, the tribe of Gad, the tribe of Issachar, tribe of Reuben, all right, so you can understand. All right, this you know, corporation, okay, country, it is it's you know, it was established on blood, all right, broken treaties, you see. So something that you know, the reason why America has all this, okay, is because they steal, they kill, they rob, okay, they use our own people to come up against us, right? You had the Buffalo Soldiers back then, you see. All right, verse 2, take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Verse 3, Isaiah 47 verse 3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. All right, so this right here is Yahushai. Okay, this is Yahushai right here. You know, he's not going to come back, you know, to this world like the same way he walked it a little over 2,000 years ago. Okay, Yahushua is coming back as a full angelical power. All right, a full angelical power. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. All right, so this is why right now you see what the files. Okay, right now this man's being exposed. Okay, you know, from, you know, all over. Okay, from these churches, these synagogues, the P. Diddy parties, stuff like that. Okay, it's coming out. It's something that you must understand. Okay, so all this is coming out, you know. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and thy shame shall be seen. Right? Okay, so you know, shame. Okay, because this place is, you know, it's, you know, it's shameful spewing. You know, it's nothing but you know, these leaders are trying to hide, you know, slavery, stuff like that. You know, I mean, you can't just sweep that underneath the rug. You know, you see, that's something that's very, you know, it's very major. Okay, and the Lord requires that of the past. Okay, so these Edomites and heathens, okay, you have to pay, you know, for that tab. All right, I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So right there, okay, I will take vengeance. That's the Lord. Okay, so the Lord's, you know, he's not all love. Okay, and the Lord is going to destroy America in 1 hour. Okay, 60 minutes. And I will not meet thee as a man. Verse 4, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Okay, verse 5, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Okay, sit thou silent. Okay, so in other words, shut up. Okay, you ain't got a damn thing to say. All right, you know, these Edomites think, you know, that that the Lord forgave them, for all that they did, to us in slavery. Okay, all right. These devils got a lot to pay for. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Verse 6, I was wroth with my people, I have polluted my inheritance, and give them into thy hand. Thou, listen up, thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. Okay, yeah, because you had you show us no mercy. These Edomites. Okay, the Israelites here in America, all right, we're talked down on, we're frowned upon, we're made fun of. Okay, these Edomites and heathens gave us, proverbs and bywords, So, for us to come back to our heritage, all right, for us to call ourselves a Hebrew Israelite, that's our nationality, that's our heritage. Okay, it's like hate speech, hate speech. They're gonna have famine of the word coming, but that's a beautiful thing, because when famine of the word comes, that's it. It's gonna be, the Lord is going to rain judgment out here without mercy. Okay, because the mercy doors are closing right now. All right, so when the famine of the word comes, that's one thing off prophecy. Remember, we can't go into the kingdom until everything is fulfilled. All right, you got to remember that. Okay, everything has to be fulfilled. All right. Let's go to Isaiah 47:6. I was wroth with my people, I have polluted my inheritance, and given them into thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke, and thou sayest, I shall be a lady forever. Yeah, because America thinks that they're gonna rule forever. Okay, they think, oh, we'll fight everybody, and Trump is shoot, if he could, he's going to, Trump is going to, he would want to make everything America. Okay, he wants, I think it was like Iceland or something like that. Okay, he wants to start going back into like Colombia and stuff like that. All right, so this man's on a whole like rampage, but it's good, because the Spirit of the Lord has him, real, attacking the board, so to speak, prophecy. Okay, because he is, he's pushing this thing forward. Okay, and something that you guys gotta know out there, you Akim Aqua, is that we can't get the kingdom until all these things be fulfilled. You understand? Verse 7, and thou sayest, I shall be a lady forever, so thou didst not lay these things to thy heart. Okay, they're mine. Okay, because they truly think that they're gonna rule forever. Okay. Everything's all good, and they're gonna do everything, that they're just going to, sidestep the prophecies, okay, dig a little hole and escape from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It's not happening. Okay, it's not happening. It's not happening. Neither didst remember the latter end of it. Therefore, hear now this. Thou art given to pleasures, thou dwellest carelessly, Thou sayest in thy heart, okay, they're mine, I am and none else beside me. Because that's what they think, okay? They think, well, haven't you seen how Trump is, running this thing? Okay, he don't care about his NATO friends, his allies, He's like, hey, this is a America thing, We're gonna do this thing, and if, you guys can get your own oil, stuff like that, See that? So this is a so-called white man, okay? Because he's so selfish that he destroys his own kind. Okay, he don't take care of his own military, his own veterans. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Okay. Verse 9. But these things shall come to thee in a moment and one day, the loss of children and widowhood. Okay, so that's what's coming, the plagues. Okay, remember that. All right, Second Ezra. Okay, the Lord's saying He's going to plague Egypt with plagues as before. Okay, you got to understand that. Okay, all right. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries. Sorceries. So, wait a minute. What does that mean? Okay, because they're witches and warlocks. All right, they're the left-hand side. Okay, something that you got to understand is that these leaders, they worship Satan and Baphomet. Okay, it's very real. All right, it's very real. The Bohemian Grove. Okay, everything's been coming out with the files. Okay, underground tunnels and stuff like that. Child trafficking. It's what they do. Okay, because the power of America, their power source is baby sacrifice. Okay, it's baby sacrifice. And for great abundance of thy enchantments. Isaiah 47:10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. See? So this is because this world does not trust in Yahweh B'Shem El Shai. Okay, they trust in Satan, their money, okay, their government. See? All right. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Okay, because this is what they think. They think that no one can see them. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Okay, because they think that when they're planning stuff in their underground cities, their military retreats, their underground cities. All right, that they're not, that no one can see them. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Verse 11, therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Okay, so just like in the book of Job, okay, 18th chapter, desolation shall come upon America suddenly. All right, because what's happening right now, a calm before the storm. Trump said that, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. All right, so you got to understand that, it doesn't matter if they have peace treaties between these nations and these countries. Okay, prophecy is going to fulfill. Okay, and this place is going to be on full lockdown out here. Okay, something that you got to really understand. All right, you got to really understand that. So let's go to Nahum. Nahum chapter 3 verse 1 on down. Woe to the bloody city! It is full of lies and robbery, and the prey depart not. Okay, the prey departeth not. So woe to the bloody city. Okay, because this America was built on Hebrew Israelite blood. Okay, it was it was made by rape, robbery, and murder. Okay, this is how they got this land. Broken treaties. You see, it is full. It is all full of lies. Damn right. Okay, because right now, Trump, he's looking like one of the biggest hypocrites out there. Okay, because he he's saying that he's going to release the files. Okay, now he's protecting the people on the files. Now it's turning out that he's on the files. You see? All right, so a lot of people, Americans, Babylonians, if you will, okay, they voted for Trump. They wanted Trump, but now they're like, you know what? Now they don't like Trump, because he's a liar. You see? And robbery, and the prey depart not. Verse 2: the noise of a whip, and the noise of the rattling of the wheels, and of the prancing horses, and of the jumping chariots. Okay, so this is all this noise out here, all these cars. There's a lot of noise out here. Verse 3: the horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses. Okay, so this is what's going to happen out here. All right, there's going to be so many dead bodies out here. Okay, that because there's going to be no more emergency systems, anything with flashing lights. EMS, fire trucks, police officers, security guards. All that's going to be done away with. Okay, understand that. Verse 4: because of the multitude of the whoredoms, see, of the well-favored harlot. Okay, so let's stop right there. That's major right here. Okay, so there's something here in America that America pushes, and what is that? Okay, whoredom. Okay, for women to be sluts and stuff. This is what people teach. Okay, this is what America pushes. Just to do whatever you want. Go from men to men. Play the field. See what I'm saying? So it's a very real thing. Okay, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. Right. Okay, because it's right here because they have they have children, as like they abuse them and stuff, so they get kidnapped and stuff, they sacrifice their children and stuff to Molech, Baal, Baphomet, and Satan. Yeah, and families through her witchcraft. Okay, so this is talking about America. Okay, so there's been a whole lot of witchcraft and sorcery going on here. Okay, this is behind the dollar bill. Okay, behind the $1 bill, there's there's that pyramid. All right, you see how it's not finished. Okay, because they're waiting for their new world order. Okay, so that's something that is going to get very real out here. Okay, because these elites are they're trying to establish their own birthright here on the planet Earth. Okay, because they were rejected from the Lord. All right, so now they're trying to not only they trying to establish their own birthright, but they also are gearing up to fight against the Lord with lasers. Nahum chapter 3 verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, said the Lord, Yahweh Bashim El Shai, Lord of hosts. Okay, so behold, I am against thee. So right here, okay, so this right here, how we covered this, okay, Nahum 3 and 5, behold, I am against thee, said the Lord, Yahweh Bashim El Shai, Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show thy nations thy nakedness, and thy kingdoms thy shame. Okay, so from the top, okay, behold, I am against thee, said the Lord, Yahweh, Lord of hosts, Lord of armies. All right, so the Lord is against America. All right, you got to know this. It's very, very real. Okay, it's very, very real. You see how where in the back of the dollar bill they have it says, "In God we trust." Okay, that's talking about Satan. All right, that's talking about Satan right there. All right, verse 6: I will cast a bottomless filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. All right, so that's what's happening right now. Okay, you know, Americans, they're fat and out of shape. Okay, you know, they're into their, you know, the same kind of people. You know, when it comes down to you know, like relationships. You know, you have the you know, the alphabet people. Okay, men that like men, women with women. Okay, you got men out here topping off their rods. Okay, you have women out here taking testosterone pills and, you know, trying to be like a man. Okay, this place is out of control. It's out of control. It's out of control. Something that you gotta you must understand. All right, because this place is it's just become a laughing stock, you know. So the people remaining here in America, okay, are completely through. All right, so when they have that draft, and it's coming, remember that when they have that draft, all right, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, he's escalating things. All right, when they have that draft, all right, what's gonna go over there? Okay, what's gonna go over there to these to the Middle East? Okay, you know, a bunch of soldiers and, you know, true honest men and women. No. Okay, you got nothing but you know, like I said, okay, you got people out here. Okay, you got people out here that are women into women, men into men. Okay, so that's the only people that are gonna get drafted over there. All right, a bunch of degenerates. Okay, because this place, America, feeds on you know, consuming. Okay, America is the #1 top consuming nation in the world, because this place teaches you, go get that, you know, go get this, you need that, you know, go get those new pair of glasses, you know, get that, go get the new car. Oh, hey, you see the new Acura, you know, hey, you know, get that. Shopping, you know, the mall, Christmas time, you know, here comes, you know, the deals, Black Friday. You know, it's just constantly just consuming, you know. These basketball players, okay, you know, they have their shoes and stuff, all right, because it's all, you know, they just, you know, this place teaches you just to spend, you know. That, you know, just bread and circuses, you know, keep the people distracted, all right. So, so this place, America, so this place, America, is becoming a laughing stock. All right, so you can understand. Okay, it's becoming a laughing stock because look at the president. All right, you know, a certified clown. Okay, look at the people through. Okay, you got these degenerates out here. Okay, they're disrespectful to their parents, stuff like that. You know, you got these new generation. You know, they can't even change a tire. You know, they're completely worthless. You know, they can't. You know, they don't know how to do anything. You know, just look at the people as a whole. You know, talking crap about Trump, talking crap about America. You know, people are not even signing up for the army, and if they do, they're not even qualifying. You know, to pass that test. See, you know, you got nothing but sissies here. All right, there's nothing but you know, cupcakes here in America. You see, you know, you have a few people out there, you know, who you know, stays on top of themselves. But that's a few. Okay, the majority of people out here, they are through. All right, and the men out here, from what I see, are completely through. All right, just, you know, conquered, you know, finished. You see? All right. So with that, that's it on today's lesson. All right, remember, the Lord is gonna bring America down in 1 hour. So right now, what you're seeing is how Trump is, you know, he's doing this, he's doing that. Okay, he's you know, he's getting this ball rolling. But remember, prophecy has to happen. Okay, famine in the word is coming. Okay, both famine of, you know, the lack of bread and water, also the famine of the word. You know, we're not going to be able to hear, you know, this message no more. Okay, you're not going to be able to go on YouTube no more. Okay, the prophets are not going to be out there no more. All right, you think the Lord's going to have his prophets out there, you know, when it's time of martial law and all that? No, not at all. Okay, this is something that you got to understand. Okay, this is something that you have to understand, you know, because the prophets are not going to be out there much longer. And when these elites, you know, when they make that law, you know, famine of the word, where it's going to be illegal to teach this word, okay, then that's it. Okay, you know, that's, the mercy doors are going to be shut. Okay, because once the famine of the word happens, that's it. Okay, that's it. That's it. You know, it's going to be, you know, go time after that. Okay, everything's going to move fast. You know, what you, Akim and Akwaf, got to understand is that we don't have much longer here. Okay, we don't have no more than 4 years left. Okay, you know, the Lord is right around the corner. Okay, all prophecy, everything is lined up. Everything is, the stage is set. Okay, you know, this is why you have to stay locked in. Okay, you gotta stay, you know, you gotta stay occupied in prophecy. Okay, you gotta see what's going on. All right. Ezra said, measure the time diligently in itself, right? Okay, how are you measuring the time? Okay, by watching, because we have to watch. All right, we must watch. You know, because this is how we know. All right, we're getting close. All right, they're gonna bring this in. Okay, they're gonna bring in the RFID microchip next. Okay, martial law, and that's major right there. Okay, persecution, martial law. All right, but remember, the Lord is going to help his elect. He's going to be with his elect, so you can understand. All right, you know, remember, the elect is going to go through, you know, go through the motions. It's going to go through you know, still go through events and stuff. Okay, go through things, but the Lord is with his elect. See, they have a hedge. You know, they are protected. They are heavily guarded. See, so with that, Akim Akwaf, know that America is out of here. Okay, you know, that's it on today's lesson. Lord willing, later on, you know, I'll do a lesson on the chariots. I'll do a lesson on the chariots. You know, it's been on my spirit to do a breakdown in the blue letter Okay, with Ezekiel. All right, going into the chariots and the angels. So with that, Akim, stay prayed up, stay in the spirit, on your feet, soldier. Shalom.